Hey everybody, I'm ZeldaMaster, and in this video we're going to be checking out the new gameplay for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. And yes, the gameplay you're looking at right now is from Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, not Breath of the Wild, as the map looks exactly like Breath of the Wild's, but has a lot more detail to it, as this is not just the map, but this is the menu to get to each level, each side quest, everything throughout the game when it comes to exploring and playing the game, because yeah, this is most likely going to be how you navigate the main story. And as you can see here, there is the outskirts stable, and it's actually a shop where we can purchase from an NPC that I believe was from Breath of the Wild, it being this Gerudo merchant that has very specific items from it. And then there's a bunch of objectives on the map, and the ones that are in orange are probably the ones we haven't taken on yet, and the ones in blue are the ones that have been taken on, similar to how shrines are and how they light up from orange to blue when completed. But it seems like they are merging adventure mode with the story mode, because adventure mode from the original Hyrule Warriors was its own separate thing, and it had a bunch of side quests. What's cool about this is we get to do the main story chapters along with side quests throughout Hyrule Field and actually explore bits and parts of it, which is very unique. And here we can see Link at one of the shops. So similar to how the bazaar was in the original Hyrule Warriors, you just kind of open it up through the menu and you get to buy, sell, upgrade, all of that jazz. And what's really cool is it uses all of Breath of the Wild's actual weapons Link has had. So all of those weapons that broke so fast that were useless can now be used to kill hundreds if not thousands of enemies in this game. So you're going to be able to put them to use, and it seems like you can find duplicates just like you did in Breath of the Wild, and then you'll use those to upgrade a specific weapon, add stuff to it. I think this is really cool. We can pretty much see it in action right now, and I love how the village looks like it's in HYUAN Village. Speaking of HYUAN Village, we actually learn a really cool tidbit about it that one of the commentators talks about, and that's actually that Link is confirmed to be from HYUAN Village, which I believe they're going to go over here. Yep, you can see the Necluda, you can see Lurelin Village here. There seems to be a cooking quest, but you can tell by the little pot icon that you could use as little icons from the original Breath of the Wild, and there you go, it's been completed, turning blue just like we expect the shrines to do from Breath of the Wild, and then you get a reward. So very easy quest. This one didn't really require gameplay, it seemed, or it required gameplay outside of the quest itself, and then you come back and finish it just like that. But yeah, it's no longer blue, it seems, the icon. I guess it's not because it's not a shrine or a level you could go to, but here you can see making a monster, the supplies needed, and once you have the supplies, it's completed. So another very simple quest. I want to show these though, because I love this. I love how accurate it looks to Breath of the Wild's map, but has more to it, and I don't know, to me this is amazing. Like the fact that you can like walk in a room, see me playing this and think I'm playing Breath of the Wild, but no, I'm playing its prequel that has gameplay way different to it, which we're going to see in a bit of Link and Impa. But here, yeah, we see HYUAN Village, confirmed to be Link's hometown, as one of the commentators said, and we're going to be able to explore hopefully upon that in this game and learn how it was confirmed. But here we can see a different quest, and this quest is a two-handed weapons quest. So as mentioned, this quest is pretty much going to play out like an adventure mode quest from the original Hyrule Warriors. That being that this is just a side quest that just requires a very simple objective to complete, and that is Link using a two-handed weapon and taking on some Hylian soldiers along with DARUK, as it showed DARUK as one of the enemies, so I think that's pretty interesting. But yeah, it's just something that has nothing to do with the story and is just a little meat for the game to have more gameplay. But it's really cool that you can customize Link's weapon with all the weapons as mentioned, but also customize Link's outfit exactly how you would in Breath of the Wild. Link didn't have to wear anything. You could do whatever you want. This is where that Breath of the Wild feel really comes into play. I love how you can put on whatever you want, and the people playing, as you can see, are going to have Link shirtless. Probably not the only people. I mean, the fact that you can play naked, you can continue doing that in this game, and I love that, the customization. And here we can see the food being selected. This will be a buff throughout the level. I think it's a really clever way to eat food, but you can also eat throughout the actual match, and you'll see right now. I believe there's like the food that you can carry as well. But anyways, onward Link goes, and look at this. I love this. Link teleports from a Sheikah tower to the battlefield. Wow, I love that touch. And then the loading menu, it has a Breath of the Wild feel, but even looks better, more elegant. I could see this being the menu for even Breath of the Wild 2, but no, we're gonna be getting something else. I'm so glad we're getting a trilogy, and seeing this makes me so happy. Like, this looks too good to be true. You can collect Korok seeds, as we confirmed from the previous thing, which that's not something to get excited about, but just the fact that you can do something like that, and it holds all of these mini things Breath of the Wild had, really feels like we're just getting a fast-paced Breath of the Wild, you know, like, here's the gameplay. Okay, this is where things change. So we're in a Breath of the Wild area, but now we're fighting enemies in the masses, and I like how they're Hyrulean soldiers, which is interesting. But look, Link is in Lon Lon Ranch, so this is a side quest, which maybe he's just training. This might be just, you know, defeat some enemies, mini training opponents. Yeah, they're training opponents. Okay, they're not your real opponents, so the game confirms it. It will just be a side quest. And I like how they do that. So you can kind of have meaningless side quests that are for fun, just to add more gameplay to the game itself. And here is Link fighting a Hylian captain. You know, looks like him in the outfit that they wear. I love that. How he's literally dressed in the outfit you get from Breath of the Wild. But Link is like, nah, I'm shirtless. I'm eating my bananas. I'm eating my food, and I'm gonna just destroy you. And he literally does. So freaking awesome. But yes, this is, like I said, Lon Lon Ranch, but fully built. It still looks, you know, like, reminds me of Breath of the Wild more than it does of any other game, as it is straight up Breath of the Wild's style, art style, everything. And but you can see from, yeah, the fences, it has the same fences that you trained with horses from Ocarina of Time, and it even has the roof style slash houses looking like how it did from Ocarina of Time. So they really went out of their way to give it an Ocarina of Time like vibe, but we're seeing it in Breath of the Wild, and that's pretty much how we imagined it looking like before the Great Calamity, before it was destroyed. It would have probably carried Ocarina of Time's look. But yeah, Link is currently only fighting in the ranch itself. I kind of wish we really got to explore out of it. Wait, it looked like Link broke some of the fence. I'm not sure if he did. Honestly, I wasn't even paying attention that much to this gameplay during the live stream, because I was looking at the menu constantly and just blown away by how good it looked. Like, I kept rewinding the live stream, so kind of like looking at this for the first time with you guys here. But just, I thought I'd, you know, throw my reaction to it as well. And wow, this Hylian captain is tanky. Like, look at that. All those bombs, all of those attacks aren't doing anything, but there we go. Luckily, you can just mash your way through, so if you're persistent enough, you'll get through it. But Link looks ridiculous with how agile and crazy he is with the sledgehammer, which he is not in Breath of the Wild. But yeah, aside from the gameplay and it being not really canon to how we know Link being, everything else will feel canon and true to the story. So, you know, just look at this, like how Pokemon battles are. Actually, I guess Pokemon battles in the anime, they go one by one, so it's kind of like realistic. But Final Fantasy battles, you know, the battles aren't canon to how it is in story. They don't really take turns in battles, you know, so pretend the battles itself are just meant to be pure fun and not give a, you know, sense of how the game actually went story-wise. And then the story is where it's gonna be, you know, the only thing that we take seriously. But yeah, it looks like you have to kill 400 enemies. I don't know why they're focusing on the captains instead of the enemies. Maybe they don't want to complete the quest. But this is like a simple adventure world, open world quest that you do in Hyrule Warriors normal mode, but in the actual overworld. So we're going to be mixing the small side quests with the main quests, and to me, that's a perfect way to actually make use of the map, because I'll be honest, the adventure mode maps in the original Hyrule Warriors get stale, and it's no fun to have to load up a different map for each one. So this one being integrated, like the side quest being integrated with the main quest, is perfect. Like, this whole mission is just kill 400 enemies in the time limit, and that's it. And that's all you do in Lon Lon Ranch. But hey, you get to visit it. It gets to be a mini stage, and you know, it's just something to do throughout the game, especially if you like grinding, and that's something I absolutely love in games. I'm gonna be playing through this ranch a lot, maybe with their bows instead. I mean, I'll give Link, I like how when he eats, he like slaps and stuff, like, oh yeah, I'm full, which he did do in Breath of the Wild, but it looks more aggressive here. Like, the animations in this game are very, very nice. Koei Tecmo, in my opinion, do a really good job when it comes to like giving life to these characters, and I'm really excited to see how they like give justice to all of the Breath of the Wild characters, because I felt like the original Hyrule Warriors was really good, and they kind of nailed every character spot on, even though there wasn't actual voice acting. But this game will have that, so yeah. Overall, to me, this is like the perfect game, because it has gameplay that's very grindy and exciting. And there we go, Daruk appeared. Okay, so Daruk's gonna train with Link, it seems, but I like how he's an enemy here, so we just gotta defeat him, which he appears after you kill the 400 enemies. So we are gonna see, hopefully, this quest fully completed. Like I said, I tuned out, so I'm actually not sure how this ends. I was just more into like seeing Lon Lon Ranch and just seeing the other areas. Like, I'm really excited to be in the Coliseum and do a battle like this. I bet you there will be a side quest just like this in the Coliseum. Like, now that I know they can make use of every area in Breath of the Wild, because every area in Breath of the Wild can be used as a field, and whoa, Daruk got destroyed at the end there with that combo move, and the training has ended. There we go. So yeah, we do see the complete quest. Link has completed his two-handed weapons training, and actually there is a bit of more gameplay, and that is, as you can see here, of Impa. So we get more gameplay of Impa here, somewhere in Hyrule Field, taking on some Moblins, some Bokoblins, being all badass with her Naruto-like abilities, you know, the Jujutsu we see, also with some rods and runes and whatnot, which is really cool. But yeah, like I said, Impa's the only character we've seen outside of Link that has a paraglider, which I think is amazing, but I kind of hope all characters can kind of paraglide in some way, which I think would be cool for, you know, at least fast traveling certain areas, because we've seen it used as like a way to just kind of move faster, and I'd love to see the different themes of gliders everyone has. Can't imagine Daruk with one, but as you can see, speaking of giant, we got a giant frog as one of Impa's abilities. A bit weird, but a bit cool as well. Makes no sense. And here we can see a HINAX in battle. We've seen him in trailers. I don't think we've seen a one-on-one against a HINAX, but here it is, and I don't believe they're gonna kill it, because this is like very short gameplay of Impa. We just kind of see they ended off with, which is nice to see, to say the least, because Impa's probably the flashiest character out of all of them. While I am most excited for Urbosa, I'd say Impa is a close second. I don't know if Robbie and Purah are gonna be playable characters, so if not, that would suck. Impa will be the only Sheikah we really get to enjoy, but I hope they are, so we can see some other Sheikah-like moves like this. They probably won't have Naruto-like skills like this, throwing barrels, doing cool attacks, summoning multiple versions of herself. So nice. But yeah, as you can see, in general, the point is to hurt its weak point in some way. It literally even shows like a symbol. I believe that symbol, though, is for her. Whoa, that was amazing. The stasis mid belly flop, I like that. But yeah, what I think is cool is that you can charge up with your clones and do additional damage if you have more. I don't know if this one utilizes it, but wow, that looked so epic for how little damage it did. Probably because maybe this HINAX is a bit higher level than it should be, but either way, this is timed. I don't know if they're gonna do it in time. I just realized this is one of the side quest missions, as again, adventure mode had plenty of these, but luckily it's going to be trickled throughout the actual open world main story section. But yeah, look at that Sheikah, it looks so good. Again, okay, I like how this is the thing we see in the gameplay. They mastered the stasis mid belly flop. But yeah, I was gonna say Sheik because her attacks remind me so much of Sheik. Impa going ham, doing her Sheikah-like abilities. Just ending off this HINAX. I believe this is where the end of the gameplay is. Yep. I had a feeling because that is how the stream ended. And that is pretty much all the news Nintendo showed. So I split it up into 2 videos. I wanted to have one video focus on Urbosa, but the other video focus on the other bits of gameplay in the menu, and overall this idea of side questing, because clearly these 2 bits of gameplay we've seen focused on side quests, opening up the map and doing other things. The Urbosa thing was probably an actual main quest mission, but what do you guys think of these side quests? What do you guys think of how they're integrating the map, Breath of the Wild's concept all together? Please let me know in the comments. But I think that about does it for this video. I have to say this news is absolutely amazing and will have me speculate until the game comes on how awesome this will be to explore new areas. Like, I can't wait to see the Akala Citadel quest and how it looks like on the map, or just like other areas, other big battles as well. But along the side quest, I'm hyped to get all of Link's outfits, gonna do all the side quests, do everything, even the Korok seeds. We're gonna go for it. Let's just hope they're not 900. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the gameplay. Let me know how hyped you guys are, and if you are, be sure to leave a like. Anyways, I've been ZeldaMaster. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!